It's game time.
Welcome to Eagles basketball streaming on the Eagles streaming network. It's getting dark outside, but inside we're looking forward to a great contest tonight. I'm joined alongside Nathaniel Penley, former Eagle, and we're looking forward to a great game tonight. Nathaniel, the Lady Eagles have been on a hot streak, winners of 6 in a row. They're going to look to continue it tonight against Faulkner.
Yeah, lately they've been really fun to watch, as normal. The last couple games, doing the same things that they do, live and die by the three. Recently, we've been playing really well.
We're going to take a moment now to meet our Lady Eagles, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more about what to expect in this one.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but now on my 3rd year, learning is so much fun.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Teaching is communicating facts, but the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
We have great faculty and they honestly inspire me.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. You can have a really good teacher-student relationship. And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
Faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. Everything that I see here is Christ-centered.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ.
They want students to make an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
And we're back here inside the nest as we continue our countdown to tip-off. Lady Eagles entering this game 12-2 on the season. They'll face off against a 9-8 Faulkner team, Nathaniel, that has had the Lady Eagles numbers over the last couple of seasons. 10-0 all-time against the Lady Eagles. There was a close game about 2 years ago here at home. The Lady Eagles, it was about 55-53. Faulkner won it at the end. If you're the Lady Eagles, what's your game plan tonight to try to come away victorious?
I think you're going to want to take advantage of the couple players that the Faulkner Eagles have missing. They have a couple pieces. One of them, Angela Grant, in her very limited season that she's had, she's averaged 11 points, about 6 rebounds. And then Olivia Colson, another one of their forwards, a big piece who averages about 18 minutes a game. So that's 2 big pieces that the Faulkner Eagles are missing, and that's what the Lady Eagles will be looking to take advantage of.
And as we've talked about on broadcast this year, the Lady Eagles don't have a lot of size, Nathaniel, but they've made up for it with the strong plays of their guards. On Saturday night, that game against Toccoa, the Lady Eagles had a lot of steals. I believe it was 15 at just halftime. But this guard-heavy lineup for head coach Jared Sellers has been dynamic this season. Yeah, they work very well together. Something that has become more prevalent in today's basketball as the game of basketball is still evolving. And so coach has taken the players that he's had and made the best of what he's been given. We can't talk Lady Eagles basketball without talking about the play of Sandy McElhaney and Lauren Alvarez. They've been great this season, the two averaging over 32 points a game when you combine their totals. Looking for another big night out of them tonight. Absolutely. And then we'll see what we can get from other pieces as we'll see very soon. We got a new player for the Lady Eagles in Monse, so we'll see what she can bring to the table as well. A lot of talent. We saw the other night, Jenna Wolford a career night. We saw Holland Geisler with a career night, 10 points. But those two coming off and playing a big role for the Lady Eagles. We'll see what they can do tonight. 27 seconds to go before we get ready for this one. We're going to throw it back to the court now. Starting lineups, prayer, national anthem coming up next, and we'll be back just in time for the tip-off.
Welcome to the nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Today's game is between the PCC Lady Eagles and Faulkner University. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for the gift of health. We pray for the safety of the players, and may everything be done bring you glory. In Christ Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Today's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Faulkner University, number 0, Channing Gafford. Number 21, Ryan Sylvester. Number 22, J.C. Andrews. Number 24, Ashlyn Atkins. Number 34, Michaela Fazani. Faulkner is led by Coach Reed Sutton. And now your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. Starting tonight for the Lady Eagles, a junior from Athens, Tennessee, number 2, Sandy McElhaney. A junior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 5, Lauren Alvarez. The senior from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 12, Hope Baker. A freshman from Mendenhall, Mississippi, number 13, Melissa Brewer. And the freshman from Mansfield, Ohio, number 14, Jenna Wolford. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Jared Sellers, with assistant coaches Heather Sellers and Adrian Wilson. Officiating for tonight's game are Bernard Seymour and Rodney Taylor.
And we're back here inside the nest as we get ready for tip-off in this one. The 11-2, make it 12-2 Lady Eagles going for their 7th consecutive victory on the season. They'll be taking on Faulkner University, who checks into this one at the start at 9-8 on the year. It'll be McElhaney and Adkins to jump it here in the center as we get ready for tip-off here inside the nest. We'll get to the starting lineups in just a few moments. McElhaney and Fasonic. Check that, Adkins to jump it. Adkins gets to it first, but the Lady Eagles come away with it. The most ironic jump balls I've seen in a while, Nathaniel.
I think we're going to get a lot of that. What just happened right there is just a lot of crazy fast plays this game.
Lady Eagles, they really want to set the tempo here early on. Here's McElhaney from 3 as that one goes off the side iron. Baker now steals one in the backcourt. Gets to the basket. There was a little bit of contact there, but the shot doesn't go down. Nathaniel, we've seen Hope Baker do that increasingly more often this season, that full court drive looking to get to the basket and finish.
Yeah, and that's 2 plays already. 2 fast breaks, 1 turnover. Well, actually 2 turnovers now.
They get it to Sylvester. She throws it up off the glass, and Faulkner University picking up the first points of the ball game. We're just underway here in Pensacola. If you're just joining us, the Eagles looking to stretch their winning streak to 7. Alvarez drives baseline, kicks to Brewer. They've got an open Baker in the corner, and she knocks one down. Hope Baker gets going early.
And then you see the Lady Eagles get right into a press off of a made basket.
Sylvester misses one, but Fasonic there to clean it up.
That right there is going to be a problem if the Faulkner Eagles are able to go a fast break full court and get a couple layups off of our break.
Brewer inside, finishes it off the glass. Brewer now going to head to the free throw line as she looks to complete the old-fashioned three-point play on the season. The freshman shooting a team-high 85% from the free throw line.
Brewer now with an assist on that first bucket of ours, and now 2 points, not able to hit that free throw.
A rare miss there by Alyssa Brewer at the charity stripe. Adkins driving on Brewer, the foul called. One team foul apiece. Faulkner University going to inbound it from the baseline.
Two layups now by Sylvester on the inside. That might be a problem for the Lady Eagles.
McElhaney got to that deadly left hand but wasn't able to finish the layup. Alvarez strips it right back. Here's Wolford this time off the glass and couldn't get it to roll in. A lot of intense pressure from the Lady Eagles early on in this one.
Yeah, quick jump ball here called. But yeah, I mean.
Looks like the Lady Eagles came to play tonight, Nathaniel.
Yeah, and it's been a quick, fast-paced game, and I think that we're going to have that the entire game.
In a game like this, it'll be interesting to see who has the most depth to be able to continue to play at this pace. The Lady Eagles pick up another steal right there. Here's Wolford McElhaney looking to hit one, but that one off the mark. Back out, Baker looking to keep it going, and she knocks one down. Hope Baker with an early 6th spot. And the Lady Eagles lead by 2.
And if Baker's able to keep this three-point shooting up, The Lady Faulkner Eagles are going to have a long game for them.
They get it to Sylvester. She's been a one-woman wrecking crew here early on. She's got 6 of the 8 for Faulkner.
Yeah, and most of their buckets, most of Sylvester's buckets have come from the fast break. She's running the floor. She's doing her job well, and her guards are getting it to her. I think Coach is about to tell his players to pay attention to that.
The foul by Alvarez right there leads to a timeout by head coach Jared Sellers. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break. Gafford now brings the ball into the front court for Faulkner. 8-8 as we come out of the timeout, the first timeout of the game, called by head coach Jared Sellers, with the score tied at 8, 7:12 left on the clock. Vasonic has that one blocked by McElhaney. We've seen a lot of pressure in the full court, but Sandy McElhaney also bringing some good defense right there, Nathaniel.
Yeah, and all week, Coach has been preparing for Lady Eagle Faulkners and how they're going to defend Sylvester, along with obviously everybody else. But next time down, I'll go ahead and explain exactly how the Lady Eagles are defending Sylvester.
McElhaney working on Gafford. They give it to Baker, looking for another one. And that one doesn't go down, but it's off the hands of Fasonic, and the Lady Eagles will keep the basket. To Alvarez. Spins inside. I'm not sure they're going to get it off. Some good defense there for 30 seconds from Faulkner.
Yeah, and if you're the Eagles, you at least got to get a shot up, whether you're throwing up. I mean, you can be throwing it behind you. At least get some sort of shot up.
Double team here in the corner. Lady Eagles applying
early.
A couple new guards come in. Megan Wilkinson, she'll wear 11. Number 3, Morgan Holland, both freshmen, both playing big roles on this on this Faulkner University squad. Both teams the Lady Eagles tonight, so I'm trying not to confuse that too many times. Here comes Geisler in, as well as Porter. It was Holland Geisler's game the other night, Nathaniel. She finished with a career-high 10 points, and it was a really big spark off the bench for the Lady Eagles.
It was great seeing her finding her role, and as she's been trying to do all season, there in that game, she was able to know where to be, when to be there, and playing her best game all season.
Atkins called for the double dribble on this end. That ball bouncing between the two hands, hit it a couple times, and the Lady Eagles will take over after the mistake by Atkins. 10-8 Lady Eagles as we tick under 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. We're in Pensacola, Florida. Lady Eagles enter the game 12-2. They're looking to get to an odd number 13. Geisler, that one misses well to the right.
Geisler looking forward to getting right back into this game, as she had a good one last game. Looked a little eager there.
Wilkinson got it to Andrews, and she misses the layup.
Great job by Baker stopping that 2-on-1 fast break, which is not an easy thing to do.
Quick movement from the Lady Eagles. McElhaney got inside, draws the contact, and she'll get her first opportunity from the free throw line. Nathaniel, she's tried a couple threes here early on. They haven't gone down. Aggressive play there by the junior.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she needs to do, is if the threes aren't going down, drive in, draw some contact, get a couple foul shots if you can.
McElhaney gets her first points of the contest. The Lady Eagles get their largest lead of 3. It's 11-8. McElhaney hitting them both. 12-8 in favor of Pensacola Christian.
You saw the Eagles right back into that full court press. Looked like one of them was out of position, though. which is why the Faulkner Eagles were able to bring it up and get an and one right there.
Burrows got the offensive rebound, finishes it, and she'll get another opportunity at the free throw line. Foul going on Amber Porter. It's her first and the team third. Nathaniel, I'm watching this matchup on defense too. You've seen Morgan Holland for Faulkner, guarded by McElhaney, both taller wings. And that time we saw Holland get inside. McElhaney was able to stop it, but yet again it was those offensive rebounds that the Lady Eagles have struggled with early on. Here's Geisler now. Her jumper goes.
Geisler still looking to get that ball up quick. That one falls, but we're going to need her on the defensive end to finish a couple possessions, get a couple rebounds that as of early we haven't been able to pull down.
Nothing beats the confidence that you get after having a big game. Geisler maybe pulling some shots a little bit quicker tonight after having that big performance on Saturday.
But as a coach, you're probably happy about that. Seeing one of your freshmen who hasn't played, at least at the beginning of the season, didn't play a lot, now getting some more minutes, and that's exactly what you want to see is her confidence building.
Morgan Holland, who we mentioned a few moments ago, inbounding the basketball. You've seen Faulkner University earlier on in this game really try to utilize the dribble drive, but so far that Lady Eagles defense has been able to compact and not give them those lanes.
Yeah, going back to preparing, coach has told them to almost play a pack line defense where all of the off-ball defenders are helping off their man a little bit more.
Spinning and kicking. Geisler looking for a little redemption, but that one just in and out. 14-10 as Faulkner University comes the other way. Quickly, a foul on Baker. Sylvester will get her 8th point, and she's down on the play. Sylvester still down on the foul called on Hope Baker. Sylvester will be at the free throw line.
Yeah, it looked like she landed really awkwardly. I'm not sure if Hope got underneath her. It looked like her knee might have buckled a little bit.
Looks like Sylvester will have to exit this one, and that gives head coach Reed Sutton the ability to put a talented free throw shooter, Channing Gafford, at the free throw line. She shoots 71%, and she will take the free throw in place of Ryan Sylvester. You never like to see a competitor out on the court go down with an injury, and for Faulkner University, you hate to lose Ryan Sylvester. We'll see how long she's out in this one, but she started off very strong with 8 points.
Yeah, and usually Faulkner is known for their three-point shooting. As of now, that's been very prevalent, especially with Sylvester having 8 points all in the paint. And going back to the last game against Judson, they were able to finish with 58 of their points.
Great find there by Alvarez, and an even better finish by Porter. We saw the pass inside. Alvarez picked up that dribble, but was able to spot a streaking Amber Porter, who finishes it inside. Porter gets the bucket. Foul going on Channing Gafford. And the Lady Eagles with a chance to extend their lead at the free throw line. Alvarez from the left elbow knocks it down. Her first points, and the Lady Eagles lead by 6.
That turned out to be a huge possession for the PCC Eagles.
Gafford from the corner. That was a 3. It was rebounded by Holland. Man, that one high up off the glass.
Yeah, and again, it's the offensive rebounds that are killing the Pensacola Eagles.
Wolford drives, she kicks backside to Alvarez. That one off the mark. Holland Geisler really battling inside for that rebound.
Yeah, and with Geisler down there, the guards, either the one who shot it or 2 other ones, got to get back, because right now on the fast break, PCC Eagles are not doing too well on defense.
Morgan Holland finished that layup a moment ago. She is third on this team with just under 10 points a game this season. 19-7 in favor of Pensacola Christian. 19-17, excuse me. Here's Alvarez, another three-pointer. Misses it, but Geisler got it back. Alvarez with a head of steam. And she gets it to go off the glass.
Geisler once again finding her role, playing it well.
Both of these teams known for their offensive rebounding ability. We've seen Faulkner University already utilize it here early on. Foul called there on Brewer, her second.
Now, once we get to that part of the press, Geisler can't step out too much. She's got to stay back, make the person with the ball decide to do something instead of making that pass so easy. And we saw earlier in the game when Hope Baker's back there, she's been doing it, I mean, almost perfectly.
Nathaniel, we've also seen a couple times early on in this game that same exact play that we just saw there where it looks like a player is going to have an open layup and there ends up being a ticky-tack foul that gives them an extra opportunity. Those are things that you want to clean up.
Yeah, and with Baker back there at the beginning of this game, she was able to, I almost said it earlier in the game where it's very difficult to not foul in that position when you're put in a 2-on-1. Usually a pass is made and you have to turn around and bam, somebody's right in your face. So that's something that Baker does well, and Geisler, hopefully she can learn to do that quick.
McElhaney from straight away. That one bounced about 10 foot after it hit the back rim. Fasonic and Wolford gets called for the foul. The fans thought that was clean.
I think Coach did too. He's about to talk to him. Or he might hold his breath.
It looked like they called that on McElhaney. I thought the foul was on Wolford behind the play, but it was on McElhaney. (21-21) as Fasonic hit that free throw. She goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Faulkner University picking up their first lead of this contest.
Now we're going to see number 21, Monse, check in. I believe she came in for Wolford. Going to see her first minutes as the Lady Eagle.
Brewer was looking for a top 10 play with that dribble right there, a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Lady Eagles. Monse Torres entering this one. She played on Saturday for the Lady Eagles. She had 4 points, 3 rebounds in her debut. She's the cousin of Brian Ugaldi on the men's basketball team and a player that head coach Jared Sellers is excited about. Really feels like she can provide a lot of extra depth. And Nathaniel, when you look at her, she also has a lot of length. She's about the same build as Sandy McElhaney. And if she could play any bit like Sandy McElhaney, the Lady Eagles would love it.
Yeah, I was just about to say they would love that. And as tall and lanky as she is, she's got some quick feet, especially defensively. I noticed that laterally, she is a quick defender.
21-21, under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We've got another substitution. It's Morgan Holland. She checks in with 4 points already in this contest. A back and forth first quarter from both of these teams. There was a lot of defensive pressure early on. You see the Lady Eagles still in the full court press. Macy Andrews, a great pass there, but Fasonic not able to finish the layup. Andrews leads this team with assists. She was looking for one right there, but her teammate not able to finish the layup. McElhaney got inside and a lot of contact on that left arm, but nothing called.
Yeah, I thought it was either a contact on the arm or contact with the ball, but I guess not. I guess that went right out on Sandy.
Burrows from behind the three-point line missed it. Morgan Holland got it back, and we'll see who the foul call is. It's going to be on Monse Torres, her first of the contest.
On that fast break, Sandy's got to be able to stay in front of her man a little bit better because that opened up a wide-open three. That happened to be missed, but then a weak side rebound, again, for the Lady Eagles.
Morgan Holland missing that free throw attempt. She shoots just under 70% this season. The second one goes down, and Holland up to 5 points in the game. We still have not seen Sylvester back in this contest. She had an early 8 points, but then exited with an injury. We'll try to get you an update on her status. You see her sitting there on the bench, a little extra tape on her leg. Wolford looked like she was going to hand it off, then drove with it, but had it stripped. Adkins quickly ahead of the pack. McElhaney got a lot of hand on that basketball, but somehow Burrows able to get it to go down. And that'll do it here in the first quarter. Lady Eagles trail this one 24-21 as Faulkner University rides a late run there, Nathaniel, at the end of that first quarter to take the lead.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised when I look up at the score, 24-21. I thought I've seen a great defensive game. I guess it kind of happened towards the end of that quarter. And at the beginning of it, it was a lot of fast break, a lot of defensive lapses, but I guess towards the end it kind of buckled up the hatches.
24-21, the score at the end of the second quarter. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the start of the second. Second quarter underway as Faulkner University inbounds the basketball. It's 24-21 as we get the second quarter going. Here's Adkins. Got around the Lady Eagles defense, and she picks up her first points of the game.
During that break of the quarter, as a nice drive by Baker, full court, able to finish that one. I could hear during that break, I could hear Coach yelling for somebody to pick up the ball and stay in front of their man. Right there was not a great start.
Adkins back to Andrews, who pulls one from distance. It's off the mark. Baker, that last layup gave her 10 early on in this contest. Torres with the basketball, got hit on the face, but has the ball taken away. Here's the three-pointer by Fasonic. It does not go. Nathaniel, you've mentioned this Faulkner team, you're used to seeing really good three-point shooting. They shoot it right around 30% this season, which is a bit lower than normal for them.
Yeah, and surprisingly, they haven't hit many this game. 30%, like you said, not as high as usual, but it's still usually we're seeing more threes made. Another nice take by Baker, not able to finish that one.
I love what I'm seeing out of Baker tonight. Here's the pass back to Wolford. That one bounces high off the iron. Hope Baker, we mentioned, already into double digits with 10. Nathaniel, it seems like there's a different player every night that steps up for this Lady Eagles basketball team. Saturday night it was Geisler, and Wolford tonight so far it's been Baker.
Yeah, and that's huge because if you always rely on one person, you can't. I mean, one person is going to have a great game every single day, so you're going to need some other players to step up.
The usual suspects, McElhaney and Alvarez, a bit quiet here early going. McElhaney with 2 and Alvarez with 5. 28-23 is the score. 8:02 left in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, the Lady Eagles jumped out to an early lead, but it was Faulkner University who stormed back late in that first quarter to take a 3-point advantage into the break, and they have stretched it to 5 now here in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter. McElhaney hit that one, but the shot will not count. The foul on the floor. Lady Eagles got bailed out a bit there, then Nathaniel. It was late on the shot clock, And only 1 second remaining. It didn't look like it would have mattered either way, though. McElhaney looked like she was a dead ringer on that shot.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe it ended up being a good foul. But no, and realistically, you're not going to want to foul with 1 second if you're Faulkner.
Here's Alvarez. She got around her man, takes the shot. And that's not something you see very often out of Lauren Alvarez.
Yeah, and you can see it on her face right after that shot. She's getting a little frustrated right now.
Wolford playing free safety right there. Got her hand on it, but not able to come away with the steal.
Nice job there by Amber stepping up, not fouling, and causing a difficult shot.
A weird whistle right there, Nathaniel. Looks like his whistle just broke.
I wasn't sure if I heard a whistle or somebody screaming from the stands.
They both sounded alike, it sounded on that play. Lady Eagles will keep the basketball after the hustle play by Alvarez. One thing I can say about Lauren Alvarez, Nathaniel, even when she's not having a great start offensively, it's the intangibles that she brings. It's the hustle, it's the rebounding. She does it all for this Lady Eagles basketball team.
Yeah, you can always bet on her diving on the floor, going in, getting dirty for some rebounds. So that's good to see from somebody looking up to Alita. It's good to see.
Brewer gets inside, gets that one to go. 25-28, and we'll get a timeout. Head coach Reed Sutton wants to talk about it. We'll take a break. (28-25) as we return out of the timeout by head coach Reed Sutton. Short, sweet, to the point, and we're back to playing basketball. Visonic drives. McElhaney gets called for the foul. It'll be the second on the junior guard. Nathaniel, down on the other end of the court, we talked a few moments ago about the leadership that Alvarez provides, McElhaney provides, but it's been two seniors on this year's team, Baker and Cawthon, that have really provided a lot of leadership. They both kind of do it in different ways. Yeah. Baker on the court a lot more, but Cawthon has a way on the bench. I've seen some great pictures of her just up cheering with her teammates. She's the captain this season, but just providing a lot of leadership.
Yeah, and you can always bet on hearing her from anywhere in the stands. You know, you don't have to be on the court. You don't have to be coach right next to her on the bench. You can hear her all the way across the gym. I know I always hear her. Sometimes I'm upstairs doing stats upstairs, and I can hear her from the bench. And you always see her up and yelling. And then, yeah, Baker, this game so far, she's been playing well. She's been scoring points. Most of the time it's her defense and her assists. You know, she's got some of the best vision I've seen. As you see a deep three here by Sandy.
How did Alvarez keep that one alive? Lady Eagles fortunate to get another possession. Nathaniel, there's been a lot of contact that's being let go here early on. Here's Porter now, a little baseline jumper, but that one misses. We'll see. I haven't seen whose basketball it'll be yet.
I believe he called white.
It looks like it will be white basketball. Nathaniel, though, we mentioned the leadership there, and I think, you know, in a year like this, a year that's been pandemic-ridden, there's been games canceled, there's been, you know, practices that have had practice times adjusted, having that leadership is just invaluable.
Yeah, it's something that's sometimes difficult to do as one of those people. As we see another three here by Baker, not able to hit that one. Finally a foul called there. Yeah, being a leader sometimes, obviously a leader isn't going to stay up all the time. You know, you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. But you got to do it, you know, for your team. As you see one of our leaders coming in now, a senior, a captain, Elise Cawthon.
Well, I got a chance earlier this week. I talked with head coach Jared Sellers about those two players. And, You know, he said the biggest thing is knowing how to play their roles, and I think both of them have kind of stepped into that. And even Baker this season, we've talked about, you've seen an increased aggressiveness from her on the court, but really an increased job from her to kind of play that floor general role when she's out there. And the Lady Eagles with some younger players, I think of Wolford and Geisler, that's been huge.
Yeah, if they're going to see their teammates doing what the coach wants to do and doing it well with the right attitude, that's going to be exactly what those young players need to learn and to know to do as they get older.
I think what's been so neat for me is I've spent a lot of time around this program, as have you, Nathaniel. It's been neat to see the culture that's kind of grown in this program, whether it's the senior leadership taking some time to get freshmen up underneath their wing, offering to room with them. But I really think things like that are making a difference as we see Brewer there finish the layup. But really, I think that it goes without saying, you look at the record for this Lady Eagles team, but it ultimately all starts back with those little details.
Yeah, and some of you might have heard of X's and O's can be, you know, a big part of a basketball team. But if you have no culture, there's not going to be near as much success as if you don't have a good culture. And as a coach, you're looking, obviously a head coach is going to be looking to establish some culture, but he's going to need a lot of help, especially from his oldest players and from some of the important players to help set that culture.
Well, and you look at a player like Lauren Alvarez, Sandy McElhaney, they came up playing along some of the greats, the Jessica Boyds, the Joy Smiths, the Ashton Wellborns. And I think that they were really able to learn from those players. And Alvarez, I talked to her earlier this week, she put it best. She said, you know, honestly, it's just a great group of girls, and we all really enjoy playing together, and you see that out on the court. Here's Cawthon from straight away. You don't see her take a lot of shots, but that one rings out and misses off the front iron. It's 29-27, 4:42 to go as Wilkinson's three-pointer goes down.
Finally, a three goes down for Wilkinson and for the Lady Eagles, the Faulkner Lady Eagles.
Backside pass to Baker. She drives baseline and kicks. Here's Brewer now. From the elbow, that three goes in. Alyssa Brewer up to 9 points, and the Lady Eagles back within 2.
Baker doing what she does best, being aggressive again, and then seeing the floor, making that nice skip pass right into the shooting pocket of Brewer.
Vasonic driving baseline, misses that one. Porter battled for the rebound and got it. Brewer somehow got that one to go down. She's up to 11.
Brewer making some nice moves. This is the third time making some nice moves. Second time able to finish that one.
Brewer, not an extremely flashy player, Nathaniel, but very technically sound, and she just does a lot of things right out on the court.
Yeah, and I think the more games that she plays, the more experience that she gets, the more she'll be able to show those skills that she has, not necessarily being flashy, but in her role being able to play with her skills.
32-32 here with 3:16 to go in the second quarter. Lady Eagles just tying this one back up on a runner by Brewer. Cawthon steps in. That one from 19 feet, but it goes off the front iron.
I think if you're coach on that shot, you're going to want to see Elise staying out on that three-point line. He'd rather see a three-point shot than a shot 2 feet in front of that.
You're starting
line.
To sound like coach there, Nathaniel. You predicted the timeout. Head coach Jared Sellers calls the timeout, 34-32, as we tick under 3 to go here in the second quarter. 34-32 as we come back for the second quarter. There's 2:53 to go. Been a back-and-forth battle if you're just joining us. The Lady Eagles storming out to an early lead in the first quarter. Faulkner University battling back, and it's been just the reverse here in quarter number 2. A hotly contested game between these two rivals. Here's Alvarez now. Her three-pointer off the mark. Brewer got an offensive rebound. Here's Baker from the corner. She got off to a hot start, but hasn't been able to continue it.
Some more contact not being, from what I've seen, more contact not being called. Coach calling for the same thing.
Andrews, that one really hard off the glass, and the Lady Eagles able to get the rebound. Lady Eagles trying to get into the offense on this possession as they look to retie it. Here's Brewer. Lays it up off the glass. Alyssa Brewer is having herself a game. She's got 13, and she matches the number on her chest.
Yeah, she's starting to feel hot now. Now, when she drives left, that usually you see a left-handed finish there. That right-handed finish, it'd make it seem harder, but there she was able to finish it like it was easy.
That's not how you're supposed to do it. That's how I play basketball. I guess that's why I never played.
Looks like she's taking a couple pages out of your book.
I guess so. That's probably not a great book to be taking pages out of.
But it's working for her, so maybe
I have the distinct honor of being the last person cut off my senior basketball team.
You know, I heard of another player that was cut off of the varsity basketball team. His initials were MJ.
Oh, I didn't quite have the career that he followed up with. I guess I should have worked a little harder. In his defense, it was only 8th grade. Fasonic got to the glass, but Baker came down with a rebound, pushing the pace. Baker hard to the cup, gets it to go. Hope Baker, a great drive right there.
And you love to see her continuing to be aggressive, knowing that she's getting some layups here. Finally, we get some contact called, and she's able to finish it.
That foul goes on Wilkinson. It's her first, and that'll put Hope Baker at the free throw line. That layup there giving her 12 in the contest, the second player in the last few moments to match their number with points scored early in this one. Baker's free throw off the mark. Alvarez got it back, and she lays it up. The offensive rebounding of the Lady Eagles been great tonight. They average just under 14 a game, and that's an awful lot of extra possessions to be able to create.
Yeah, and it's great to see that they kind of turn the tide, because at the beginning of the first quarter, it was all Lady Eagles for Faulkner getting all those offensive rebounds. Nice take, nice little Euro there.
Oftentimes it's difficult, Nathaniel. You've had this happen to you, but you come right out of class at 4 p.m. to play these early 6 o'clock games, but so far the Lady Eagles have looked strong. Here's McElhaney. Her three-pointer clings in. She hadn't hit one yet in this one, but that's a big one, and the Lady Eagles lead by 3.
It's a great end so far to this quarter. Let's see if they can get it ended on a defensive stop.
Fasonic left open, trying to answer. They get it inside to Adkins, and she finishes the layup, and that'll do it here in the second quarter. Nathaniel, the score line very descriptive of the game that we've seen, just a one-point back-and-forth battle.
Yeah, back and forth, starting with the fast break. I mean, we mentioned it at the beginning. We knew it was going to be a fast-paced, kind of scrappy game, and that's exactly how it started. And staying with the scrappiness is a lot of offensive rebounds. You mentioned a couple minutes ago that the PCC Eagles were starting to get a lot of offensive rebounds. We saw that one by Lauren Alvarez, put it right back up. And for the Faulkner Lady Eagles, they were doing it at the beginning and then ended the half with another one.
Nathaniel, we mentioned a close game that was played here a couple years ago between these two teams. That final score 55-53. I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I think we're going to break those point totals in this one.
Yeah, I think so. And I said earlier, I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game, but it looked like a defensive, a good defensive game. But we never know.
41-41 as we are at halftime. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with just a few minutes remaining to break down what you just saw in the first half.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer, and over a dozen courses, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up those things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola Christian College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you. You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to influence your world for Christ? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
Working as a physical therapist, it is a ministry all its own to just build a relationship with the people. I mean, that's my ultimate goal, is I want to help people get better.
I want to go to law school, get into a cybersecurity program. That way I can incorporate both programming and law, protecting companies from cybercrime.
I love being around people, and I love learning about people. I knew that with nursing, it wasn't just about helping people physically, like it was helping them spiritually too. That's what's important in life.
As I began to pray more, God, I have a huge decision to make. Where am I going to go to school? I only have one life. What do you want me to do with it? And he began to show me that what I enjoy doing can be used for his honor and for his glory. God led me to Pensacola Christian College to pursue my passion for finance through a biblical perspective.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but I know I need to go for nursing. So I'm gonna go and I'll have to study really hard, and I just didn't really look forward to it. But now, like on my 3rd year, learning is so much fun. And I didn't feel like that freshman year.
I'll look back and I'll be like, man, I remember I used to struggle with that. And then maybe a freshman looks at what I'm doing and they're like, what are you even looking at? I'm like, this is easy stuff.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Last summer, I did an internship in Germany in a genetics lab, and I was able to use the techniques and tools I had learned in the labs here over there, and it made so much more sense because I already knew what I was doing and why I was doing it.
I think teaching is communicating facts, but I think the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
My teaching isn't about me, it's about where God is taking each individual student down the road.
We have great faculty and they honestly inspire me. Seeing all of these faculty members who have doctorates, you can definitely see what they've learned reflected through what they teach.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. I've had teachers other places, and they'll say that, but if you go up to them, they don't really want to give you the time or try to respond. And here, it's just totally different. You can just have a really good teacher-student relationship.
the faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. That philosophy will always work.
Sometimes they'll ask us, what verse do you think would apply to this? How a verse would relate to a situation.
Biblical worldview is seeing all of my life through what God has shown us in Scripture.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC in the first place, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
If my goal is to be in the will of God, it helps so much to know that my teacher has that same goal.
Everything that I see here is Christ-centered. Their main purpose is, we want you to see more of Jesus Christ. That is what I see in PCC.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ. I hope that I can just have a little part of molding and shaping them like the Lord Jesus Christ.
They want students to come out of PCC and to make an influence and an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
As president of PCC, I want you to know that we're committed to providing an excellent liberal arts education that's built upon the foundation and truths of God's Word. We won't compromise on biblical principles, and our purpose is to equip you for whatever it is God's called you to do. Make the most of this opportunity in life, and choose the college that best prepares you for that calling. PCC has so much to offer. We're located just minutes from the beautiful sugar white sands and emerald waters of Pensacola Beach. We're known for providing the best education value among accredited Christian colleges. And we have great facilities and activities that'll provide memorable experience to your college life. So as you think to the future and think about choosing a college, don't just choose a college because of its location, near home or by the beach. Don't just choose a Christian college because it's affordable like PCC is. And don't just choose a college because your friends go there and it looks like a fun place to attend. Choose a Christian college because God's called you there. Because that place will empower you to influence the world for Christ in whatever God's called you to do.
Visual art is all around us. It inspires, it educates, it persuades, motivates. At PCC, our students are taught to be effective communicators. Through traditional methods of art and design, our students are given the tools necessary to be successful in their field. All of our classes are taught by a caring faculty that are talented, they're active in their field. One example would be Mr. Brian Jekyll. He's a master illustrator, and he's PCC's artist in residence.
The sole purpose behind what we do are the students that the Lord has put under us. We want to build students that have truly godly character with a strong work ethic, who have a clear vision of what they want to say with their art, allow them to graduate and go out into the workplace ready to step into any field of art.
Many of our students come from a background of little to no art training. Our classes start at the very beginning and teach the skills necessary to be successful. So if there's any amount of talent there, we're able to take it and really grow it into something that is beautiful. We start with technique. We start with technical training. After that, we focus on creativity, and culminates in focusing on conceptualization. This really sets PCC apart.
The Lord has blessed us with students who, by the end of their junior and senior year, are competing at a level that is not just at the level of your major art schools, but are exceeding those.
They are principled, they are moral in their approach, they are technically skilled, and they're able to communicate. And that's a recipe for success.
And we're back here inside the nest as we get ready for the second half. Nathaniel, back and forth first half for both teams.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach during the half. He's like, we got to stop dribble drive and we got to rebound. Kind of exactly what we were talking about during that entire first half.
It was the play of Hope Baker, though, and Alyssa Brewer, those two combining for 25 of the 41 points up there on the scoreboard. The two guards for the Lady Eagles playing well.
Yeah, you see one senior, one freshman, the senior fulfilling her role, and then a freshman stepping up. In the second half, we may need to see the rest of the team, the rest of the starters at least, Sandy and Lauren, like they usually do, hopefully step up in the second half.
Both teams, though, however, quiet from behind the three-point arc in this one. Faulkner University shooting just 9%, 1 of 11, and the Lady Eagles not much better, just 5 of 19.
Yeah, it's very surprising knowing both these teams being prolific three-point shooting teams. But we'll see what happens in the second half as they're probably a little bit more warm and a little bit more settled into the game.
Depth should play a big role in this one, and the Lady Eagles have kind of stretched that depth a little bit as of late. We'll see if that pays off with some big dividends later on in this one. The Lady Eagles trying to get win number 7 in a row if they can hold on to this lead throughout the remainder. Just moments away, and it'll be Faulkner University basketball from the far sideline as we get the third quarter underway here in Pensacola, Florida.
Now, talking to some of our Lady Eagle, PCC Lady Eagle players, I know how much they want to beat this Faulkner team as they haven't been able to in the past. They want so badly to beat, and you've said earlier in the broadcast that they've come really close to it, just haven't been able to pull it away.
Sylvester, that layup was going for her all day long in the first half, misses the opening one.
Yeah, good to see Lady Eagles, the PCC Lady Eagles, stopping the initial shot in the second half.
A rare bad pass there by Alyssa Brewer, and Gafford the other way. Her wild layup off the back of the glass, and here come the Lady Eagles. Baker driving baseline, kicking to McElhaney. McElhaney faked the pass, took the three, nearly got the friendly roll, but a great hustle play there by the senior Baker.
Now the first two possessions for the Faulkner Eagles, they did the exact same thing, or they tried to do the exact same thing that they were able to do in the first half, which is getting it inside the Sylvester, and then on the fast break they were able to take advantage of our Eagles. In the second half, it looks like our Eagles have adjusted and so far have stopped both of those tries.
They get it into Alvarez as Baker resets the offense. Baker and Brewer, we mentioned, having the big first halves for the Lady Eagles. They go to Alvarez, and she has it poked away.
So far in this half, McElhaney and Alvarez haven't been able to go, so we may have to go right back to Brewer and Baker. Hopefully they're going to look to be aggressive again.
Wolford gets the strip right there as Sylvester was trying to back down McElhaney. 4 on 5. Here's Baker from the corner. That one goes down. Hope Baker makes Faulkner pay with the three-pointer from the elbow.
Now Baker picking right up where she left off in the first quarters where she scored the bulk of her points, still being aggressive throughout the second quarter, but great to see another three falling. And like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, if her three is falling, it's going to be a long night for the Faulkner Eagles.
Nathaniel, it seems like when Hope Baker makes plays, I've seen this smile on your face get a little bigger. I told you I was going to do this to you early on. My broadcast partner getting engaged a couple weeks ago to Hope Baker. A hearty congratulations from myself to you.
I appreciate it.
That's exciting. And Baker having a good game tonight. She's up to 17 now. And she's got a big smile. Maybe she heard us talking about you.
She probably did. No, but that same day that I proposed to her, she had her career high with 20 points, and right now she's at 17. Looking pretty good right now.
I'm still trying to get that story straight, though. Did the proposal happen prior or after the game?
Oh, definitely after.
Definitely after.
I don't think she would have had 20 if I would have done it before.
Well, she told me a story once. She says, if he proposes me, I'm going to drop 30 if there's a game. So it was just 20, but still a good game. Here's McElhaney now. That three-pointer off the front iron, maybe some tired legs from this Lady Eagles team who've played a lot of basketball lately. Here's Adkins now. Other side, and she gets it to go. Ashlyn Adkins up to 7 with the jumper.
Now that possession looked more like the normal Faulkner Lady Eagles where they push in transition and then they find an open three. That time they were able to knock it down.
Another player we'd love to maybe see get involved in this one. We mentioned in the pregame Jenna Wolford. She entered this one. And here's another three-pointer by Baker. She continues to pull shots, but Wolford has been silent in this game, just 0 points as we are in the middle of the third quarter. She might be a difference maker here late. Macy Andrews directing traffic. She leads this team in assists this season.
Yeah, both teams looking like they're getting less and less cuts as the game goes on. There, another three falls by Adkins as now we're going to have to step up on Adkins as she's got 2 in a row.
Adkins getting hot. Head coach Reed Sutton has to love to see that. Adkins, the star player on last year's team. This year she's had 17 or more points in 10 games. Baker drives baseline. Got it back up top. Here's Wolford looking to answer. That one just off the mark. A shove in the back there, and we're going to get a foul call.
That was a good call.
That foul will be on Gafford. It'll be her third foul. We'll see if head coach Reed Sutton is forced to bring in a sub. Sylvester out, and here comes Holland as well. And he brings in Morgan Holland for Channing Gafford, who exits with 3 fouls.
Back to what I was saying about the lack of cuts that we're seeing now out of both teams. It's the second half where you get the initial win where you're not tired, but you're just trying to catch your breath as about a minute, 2 minutes have gone by.
Baker had her pocket picked right there. They've got to be careful with Adkins. She's been hot, hitting 2 of her last 3-point attempts. Vasonic now rains a three-pointer from the corner. McElhaney, great rebound. She goes at the basket with a head of steam. And the ball goes out off the baseline. Nathaniel, it looked like yet again McElhaney may have gotten hit on the way up.
Yeah, all game long there's been some no calls, a lot of contact going.
46-46. There's 5:31 to go here in the third quarter. This has been a back-and-forth battle. If you're just joining us, the Lady Eagles storming out to an early lead in this ball game. Faulkner getting back in it, and then the Lady Eagles taking back over. You get the concept. Baker got to the basket there. She's got 19 and on the doorstep of yet another career high.
That was a great finish by Baker, off of a nice cut.
Adkins, another three-pointer, this time fortunate for the Lady Eagles. It does not go down. Alvarez looking to answer in transition. Nathaniel, I saw the stat sheet the other night against Toccoa. The Lady Eagles took 94 shots in that game. They're behind that pace tonight, but it's been a frantic pace on offense this season from the Lady Eagles. Great defense there by Alvarez. McElhaney, the quick trigger, in and out.
You see Geisler down there working for those rebounds, as she came in pretty quick off the bench.
Andrews and McElhaney just forced to foul her. Foul on McElhaney, that'll be her third. First on the Lady Eagles here in the third quarter. Alvarez will exit for a breather. She is certain to get back into this contest as this game remains close. Andrews, who shoots just over 60% from the free throw line, missing that one off the front iron. 48-46 as Pensacola Christian continues to lead. We'll get a quick 30-second timeout there by head coach Reed Sutton, and with that, we'll take a break. .47, we're under 5 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Eagles have led throughout the entirety of this third quarter. They're going to look to stretch it on this possession.
No, during that break, I was able to look at the stat sheet, and Brewer, who has the ball right now, was 6 of 6 in that first half, and so far hasn't even put up a shot yet. So when you're 6 or 6, you know you're going to be looking to get a shot up, and you should be shooting more if you're shooting 100% from the floor. And we saw her get hot there towards the end of the second quarter. So we're going to want to see her be aggressive here.
And just like that, Brewer with the basketball takes a shot. That one a bit far away from the basket, a contested shot that she misses. A tough matchup here as Porter forced to guard the speedier Andrews. Great move inside as Morgan Holland finishes the two. She's got 7 in Faulkner University, regaining the lead.
That was a tough finish as well. Sandy had her hand all over the ball.
Baker trying to feed it inside to Porter, but Porter, it didn't look like she was doing a great job there of sealing her defender.
Yeah, Porter I don't think played the post a lot. Now having to play the post a little bit more. She's still learning some new things, some new tricks, some new tips that she's got to do in order to be successful down there.
Alvarez comes in for McElhaney, the two leading scorers on this team trading places as head coach Jared Sellers looks to give his star players a breather. Alvarez sitting on the basketball. I don't know, does that count as a jump ball if you're sitting on it?
I think if the ball just sits there for long enough, I think eventually the ref is just going to call it dead. That was a good job, though. Couldn't get turned around. She had 2 Faulkner players trying to get the ball.
But I'm going to sit on it.
Just sit on it.
Here's Baker from way downtown. We've seen her make those bank shots before, nearly had one again.
And that one actually looked, I thought it was going to bank in, just off there, though.
Here's Holland now. Her three-pointer, big for Faulkner. And they lead by 4, their largest lead here in the third quarter. Brewer tried to split her man, but dribbled it off her foot. Here's Holland the other way. Easy travel call.
Nice job there by Baker getting back. I don't know how she still has energy. She's been in, the whole half, this half, and
she plays a little over 31 minutes a game and playing a lot here in this contest. 52-48, 3:18 to go as we are in the third quarter. Alvarez drives hard, threw it up. And a consistent theme all night, Nathaniel, there's been a lot of contact on those drives. Here's on the other end now as Burrows gets one to go. She's up into double figures. 54-48 as we get a timeout here on the court. Lady Eagles had led for most of the third quarter, but find themselves trailing here. It's getting late in the third quarter. And we're back here inside the nest as we return in the middle of the third quarter. The Lady Eagles will send Alvarez, Brewer, Baker, Geisler, and Porter out onto the court. And for the visitors, it's Adkins, it's Wilkinson, it's Holland, Burrows, and Andrews. Faulkner University getting back in this one as we continue the theme all night of back and forth. Both of these teams have regained the lead. They've tied the score. They've taken the lead. We'll see who ultimately comes away victorious. Baker driving baseline was looking for Alvarez there on the dish off. Alvarez going to rain one down. Baker looking to get to it. Great tip pass there.
Yeah, good heads-up play. If you can't grab it, tip it to a teammate. Alvarez still looking to get going.
Alvarez having a tough game in this one. Faulkner University creating a lot of havoc, guarding Alvarez. A stoppage now.
Got some blood.
It looks like Andrews may have taken a hit to the face. She will be forced to exit. It may have happened on that tussle over there with Baker.
And you saw Baker looking at her arms, looking to see if she was the one bleeding, or if she had any of Andrews' blood on her.
The Eagles could really use a defensive stop right here on this possession. Holland backing down Brewer and misses the layup. Baker going down hard right in front of us. Her and Adkins colliding. Baker holding her hand after going down. Looks like maybe she had jammed it against the hardwood. That can't feel good.
No, I've been there a couple of times too. Or it could be more than just a jam, you never know, but that's also on their shooting hand, so we'll see what happens as we go throughout this quarter.
They get it to Brewer. She drives, kicks. Here's a high arcing shot by Baker, and that one just short. Miscommunication there as Porter allows Burrows to get to the basket. Avaya Burrows now up to 12.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that would be on, whether that's the player that got burned who has to yell for help, or if that's just Porter who has to see that earlier and slide over.
Here's Porter. Missed the three-pointer, but got her own rebound. Good hustle play there by the sophomore. Foul goes on Fasonic. It's her third.
Yeah, it was a great job of fouling her shot. And then weak side, I also saw Holland Geisler crash on the board. I'm not sure if the foul was called against Porter or Geisler. But a great job by both of them, as it's those type of hustle plays that are going to get the Lady Eagles back into the game.
I've talked with Jess Boyd about this. She was with me on Saturday, and it's when you take those three-pointers, you're the first one to know if you've missed it.
Yeah.
And you saw Porter right there, really, she knew she missed it and tried to crash the glass. Wolford could use this one. That one too strong. We're under a minute to go. Faulkner University stretching their lead in the last couple of minutes. They lead by 8. Atkins spinning on Alvarez, got inside, but missed the runner.
Nice job again by the PCC Eagles getting another stop. We just have to get it going on here on offense.
Geisler from the corner. Just misses that one as it's a bit too strong. McElhaney got it back. She pulls the three-pointer. And the Lady Eagles create another offensive possession with yet another offensive rebound. McElhaney, what a move. Got inside, another offensive rebound. Here's Alvarez. They continue to work hard, and they get rewarded.
A huge sigh of relief from all the fans as we finally get a bucket to fall.
56-50, we see again Alvarez working hard. She got the pull-up jumper, maybe thinking there was a little bit less time on the clock than there was, but the result good either way. The Lady Eagles find themselves trailing by 6 as we head to the fourth. $56-50, Nathaniel. We're set up for a good fourth quarter right here. The Lady Eagles trail this one by 6, but this game far from over.
Yeah, I think Coach, talking to them in that huddle during that break, is really going to try to get something going on offense, whether he's going to call a motion, a play that he hasn't called already, or he's just going to tell them over and over again, they got to start cutting more. Whatever it is that he's telling them, they got to get something going here on offense.
3 scores in double digits for Faulkner University, led by Avaya Burrows with 12. Hope Baker continuing to lead the Lady Eagles. She's got 19 in this game, sitting just 1 point off her career high. Lady Eagles could use a big third quarter out of their senior guard if they hope to win this one. Deep in the shot clock, Holland working on Alvarez, threw it up and misses it.
Great individual defense there by Lauren Alvarez, as she hasn't been able to get much going on offense, but defensively and rebounding, she's definitely been there.
McElhaney, the three-pointer goes down. Sandra McElhaney needed that one, and so did the Lady Eagles. They're back within 3.
Sandy now 2 for 10 from the three-point line, but coming out a big time here in the game.
Great shooters just continue to shoot. And Sandy McElhaney, one of the best at this level. She leads the nation in three-point shooting in the NCCAA. A big one right there. And that was Gafford looking to answer, but that one goes halfway down and rims out.
Someone else that we're going to be looking to get going here is Jenna Wolford, and she's only 0 for 3 for the entire game. So we're definitely going to be looking for her to get going on offense. And Sandy with another bucket. Great to see her get 2 buckets here in a row.
The two-man game between Alvarez and McElhaney, two of the most talented scorers at the NCCAA level this season, both inside the top 5. 55-56. This one getting tight late here in Pensacola. Wolford. She hasn't been able to get it going on offense, but a great hustle play by the freshman. Here's McElhaney looking for the lead.
Oh.
A chase down block / steal there by Alvarez. Great hustle by the Lady Eagles. Nathaniel, it really looks like they want this victory. Baker back into the basketball game. Geisler will exit. It's Baker, Porter, McElhaney, Alvarez, and Wolford on the court. We're going to get a timeout on the court. It's a 30-second timeout by head coach Reed Sutton as the Lady Eagles getting back into this one in a hurry. 55-56 as we are under 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. (55-56), under 8 to go here in the fourth quarter.
That last defensive play by Lauren, hustling all the way back. The fan of me just wants to jump up and start cheering. Seeing her hustle all the way from one end all the way to the other when it looks like it's going to be a wide open layup and stopping it.
Alvarez will pull a three-pointer looking for the lead. That one off the front iron. Wolford, though, gets her first bucket, and the Lady Eagles regain the lead.
There it is from Wolford, but that came from Amber. And a bad foul here by McElhaney.
Morgan Holland hit the three-pointer, draws the foul, and she'll head to the free throw line. Big shot there by the freshman. She's got 13 in the contest, and that'll be the fourth foul on Sandy McElhaney. A big play right there in this game for sure. Holland at the free throw line. Hits it. She's got 14, and it's a three-point basketball game here in the nest. McElhaney has to be careful here late in this one. The Lady Eagles cannot afford to lose their talented sharpshooter.
Yeah, and as many as she's put up and not hit, like I said, she was 2 for 10 a couple minutes ago. She's always a threat. Whenever she's out there, you know that whichever team we're facing is going to be paying a lot of attention to her, so she's always going to be a threat. So it's great to have her on the court.
Wolford, the foul repaid on this end, and she's going to head to the free throw line. It'll be the second foul on Avaya Burrows, and Wolford going to have 3 free ones coming up.
Now let's see if Wolford can capitalize on this. See if she can get going even more with a couple easy free throws.
Wolford, the first one goes in. She shoots 65% on the line. I had a chance to eat lunch with Jenna Wolford and her family today, and she mentioned that one of the things that she would really like to see improve is her free throw game as she gets the second one to go right there, just not content with just the 65% this season. 59-60, buckle up if you're tuning into this one. I'm expecting a good finish to this basketball game. Wolford misses the third one. Alvarez continuing to battle. Faulkner able to come away with a defensive rebound there, but the Lady Eagles didn't make it easy. Brewer and Wolford colliding as they both showing a lot of grit here late, trying to get that basketball. The starting lineup on the court for this Lady Eagles team is head coach Jared Sellers perhaps sniffing a victory. Adkins left open but misses it, and a strong rebound by Alvarez.
Tough play there by Baker as she's doing what she normally does, be aggressive. There, somebody just got a hand on it. But you saw Brewer checking a little bit ago. We're really hoping to see her get going again, as she had 13 first half points, and she's still stuck there. But let's see if she can put a couple more on with 7 minutes to go.
Faulkner University with two full timeouts remaining. The Lady Eagles a full and a 30. Those could become very important here late in this basketball game. Holland left open, another three-pointer. That one long off the side rim, and the Lady Eagles have an offensive possession looking for the lead. Wolford thought three, drives inside, threw it up. Was looking for the contact there, but it never came on that one.
Yeah, it sure looked like it was about to come.
Burrows from straight away. Ice water in her veins. She's got 15, and Faulkner back up by 4.
Burrows only shooting her second three of the game, making her first.
If you're the Lady Eagles, Faulkner University has been very quiet from behind the three-point arc. You don't want to give them the opportunity to get it going. As McElhaney hits one from distance. Sandra McElhaney up to 13, and it's back to a one-point basketball game yet again.
And McElhaney is someone else that you don't want to give the opportunity to get going, because once she does, she's going to keep going.
I'd buy tickets to a three-point shootout between Atkins and McElhaney any day. McElhaney got the steal. Here's Alvarez.
Oh.
And they call a travel. I didn't even think she had the basketball. (63-62), 5:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's any team's game here late. Atkins, an easy jumper from the free throw line. It clangs around a few times, but the Lady Eagles keep the basketball. Turned over now. Fortunate for the Lady Eagles.
Oh.
Head coach Jared Sellers over here telling his team to slow down the pace right now late in this game. Both teams, this has been a hard-fought battle. Lady Eagles, as we mentioned pregame, 0-10 in the previous 10 games in this series. They're looking for that first victory. The last game we saw here at home was extremely close, and we are seeing that yet again. Alvarez working inside, threw it up, missed it.
And that shot, if Alvarez isn't able to back her man down, she's just got to kick it out. She's throwing up a couple crazy shots that she's just got to kick if she can't get all the way through.
Macy Andrews, we saw her exit after getting hit in the face earlier, comes back into the game and gets the 2 right there. Faulkner University back up by 3. Under 4:40 to go. Baker looking to answer. That one misses. Brewer got it back. Brewer has that layup a bit strong. And Faulkner University coming the other way, looking to spread it out. Here's McElhaney using those long arms to get in the passing lane. Jump stop finish. Sandy McElhaney up to 15. Lady Eagles back within 1. And we'll get another timeout. Nathaniel back in fourth battle in this one.
Great to see our defense stepping up as defense will turn into offense. McElhaney with a couple steals on the other end and a nice finish.
64-65, 4:16 to go. Going to be a great finish to this one. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a few moments. And we're back as we get set for the return of action here in just a few moments. There's 4:16 to go at 65-64. Lady Eagles trailing by 1. What a game, Nathaniel, we've been able to witness tonight.
Yeah, it's been so exciting to witness another Faulkner and Pensacola Christian College basketball game.
I talked with head coach Reed Sutton prior to this game, and he mentioned that he really enjoys playing in this environment, and over the last couple of years, these games have been increasingly tighter and tighter. The Lady Eagles hoping to score a victory here in this one. Burrows trying to back down Baker. She got the corner but wasn't able to finish the layup.
Nice team defense there, using that zone to collapse the middle.
Head coach Jared Sellers calling out the plays over here on the sideline. Lady Eagles looking for their first lead in a while. Baker thought three, drives. And a charge called on Hope Baker. There's been a lot of contact inside all night, and Baker gets tagged with the offensive foul.
That wasn't some easy contact either. That was a lot of contact. Heard a couple hard thuds as they hit the floor.
65-64, 3:30 to go here now in the fourth quarter. Lady Eagles could use another defensive stop. Here's Adkins working on McElhaney. McElhaney able to create just enough pressure there, and the layup missed.
Let's see what coach has in his pocket for this possession.
The Lady Eagles would love to regain the lead on this possession. They get it to Alvarez inside. She missed the first, got it back, missed it again. Wolford, as the Lady Eagles continue to create offense.
Now coach calling out a motion.
Lady Eagles looking to get the basketball inside. Brewer drives, but has it stripped.
Some really good defense stepping up here by both teams.
Adkins left open. McElhaney was able to cover. Gafford now. Here's a three. That one misses, but Gafford chases the rebound down in the corner. And head coach Reed Sutton forced to call a timeout. All he's got left are two fulls. He'll lose one right there. 65-64, 2:33 to go. Faulkner University continuing to lead here late. We'll take a break. (65-64), 2:33 to go here, Nathaniel. Lady Eagles have been trying to pick up a victory against Faulkner University. They have a shot right here. We'll see what happens late.
I'm curious as to what Coach Sellers, what adjustments he's going to make, if he made any, or any tips or tricks that he told his players to use.
All the starters on the court. The only one in foul trouble, McElhaney. She's got 4 fouls. They swing it around. Here's the three-pointer by Channing Gafford. She knocks it down. And Faulkner back up by 4 with 2:20 to go. Alvarez hard to the basket. Hit again. McElhaney fell down. She didn't want to draw the foul right there.
And it looked like she might have tripped, which would have turned out good.
Baker, that one's strong. Lady Eagles have gone quiet over the last couple of moments.
We got a travel called.
68-64, a travel called in the backcourt on Faulkner, and the Lady Eagles will get the basketball. We're under 2 minutes to go here in Pensacola. Pensacola Christian trailing by 4, looking for their first victory against Faulkner. Wolford drives inside, nearly had it taken away, but the foul called. It's on number 24, Ashlyn Adkins. Just the second foul on Faulkner University in this quarter, and the Lady Eagles will get a baseline inbound play.
Yeah, and you mentioned that foul count a couple minutes ago. It's very surprising with how scrappy this game has been, and some more contact underneath.
Lauren Alvarez getting the LeBron James treatment inside, it seems like, because she is not getting any fouls called in this basketball game. A lot of contact inside. Alvarez continuing to work hard. They get it to McElhaney, the quick trigger. That one just short, and Alyssa Brewer tagged with the foul. It'll be the third foul on Brewer. 68-64, Faulkner University basketball. 1:38 to go. If you're tuning in late, you've missed a great basketball game. Both of these teams going back and forth, all contest. Some confusion there on the substitution. So head coach Reed Sutton was trying to get Sylvester back in, but the official saying she didn't make it to the table in time. 68-64 as we tick under a minute and a half to go. Faulkner University looking to find a big shot here on offense. Lady Eagles trying to keep them off the scoring column. Head coach Jared Sellers putting his best defender Alvarez on Adkins. Deep in the shot clock now. Adkins just heaves one up. That one hit every part of the rim except the bottom of it. 68-64, Lady Eagles basketball. That was nearly a heartbreaker by Adkins at the free throw line.
Yeah, just bouncing around. You can hear all the fans just almost on at it.
Wishing it off the rim. 68-64 as we go under a minute to play. Faulkner University with one full timeout remaining. Lady Eagles with 1:30. Here's McElhaney looking for three. Misses it, but Wolford came down with the offensive rebound. Nathaniel, how many times have we said that tonight?
And surprising, too, with her being a guard, a smaller guard, another three taken, and another offensive rebound.
Here's Wolford. That one just a bit heavy. 30 seconds remaining. Faulkner University Lady Eagles need to foul right here. Baker picking up the foul on Adkins.
You know, down on the offensive end, it was really surprising to me with how many threes were thrown up there. It looked like Brewer on that offensive rebound, one of the three, she had a layup. And in that situation, only down 4, we'll definitely take a layup.
They get McElhaney out, who has 4 fouls. Will go right back in just a moment. Brewer called for the foul. That'll be 4 on Alyssa Brewer. (68-64). That foul, the 5th on the Lady Eagles. It will put Fasanik at the free throw line, the best free throw shooter on this team. She hits just under 90% of her free throws. The first one, though, off the mark. Another miss would be huge for the Lady Eagles. But that time, Fasanik able to get it to go. She's got 8 points, and we'll get a 30-second timeout here on the court. That's all head coach Jared Sellers has left. It's a 5-point advantage for Faulkner University as we take a break. Wolford to inbound the basketball. Baker draws the foul. The Lady Eagles were looking to get it to McElhaney right there. The third foul on Faulkner University. It goes on Channing Gafford, her fourth. 69-64, 25.4 seconds remaining. McElhaney will inbound the basketball. Can the Lady Eagles pull a rabbit out of their hat? Wolford has it taken away, still battling, but it'll be Faulkner basketball. Lady Eagles certainly have to foul as soon as this ball is inbounded, Nathaniel.
Yeah, costly turnover there.
They get it to Adkins. Foul on the floor, but that'll put Ashlyn Adkins at the free throw line, another talented free throw shooter. She shoots 83%. 69-64, the second foul on Lauren Alvarez. Adkins at the free throw line. She's had a quiet 10 points in this one. Adkins hitting the first free throw and giving her team their largest lead here in the fourth quarter. Missing the second. That starts the shot clock. The shot clock off. I meant the game clock. Here's Baker driving, throws it up. Alvarez takes it back, drives inside, gets the layup to go, and the Lady Eagles still have life. They foul JC Andrews, excuse me. The last two free throw shooters have shot in the high 80s. JC Andrews shooting just 63% this season. The Lady Eagles could really use a miss right here.
Yeah, we're going to need a miss, and then we're going to need a quick three. A layup would work, but we definitely need a three.
That foul right there, the fifth on Alyssa Brewer. She will exit the basketball game. She exits with 13 points, and her team trailing by 4.
Went in for your Eagles, number 22.
70-66, 11.9 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. JC Andrews making the first free throw. This one would be big. She hits that one as well. Andrews up to 6. Lady Eagles roll it in as they try to keep as much clock on as possible. Here's Alvarez. Her three-pointer just misses. And it looks like that will do it. We're going to have one last foul called in this game. Baker was trying to avoid the call, but the foul called. Actually, the foul called on JC Andrews, her first, 72-66. Make sure you stick around following the conclusion of this one. We'll look at the highlights from this game. McElhaney at the buzzer, not enough. We'll take a look at the highlights in just a few moments, and then Nathaniel and I will be back to talk about what you just saw in this game. But Nathaniel, some quick closing thoughts.
I mean, obviously a disappointing end to it, but a great game overall, back and forth the entire game. Some players that we needed, that we would like to see a little more scoring of, couldn't get to it, but yeah, at the end it's just disappointing end.
72-66, the final here from Pensacola. Let's take a look at some of the better plays in this game. And we're back here inside the nest as this game concludes. Nathaniel, a tough 72-66 loss in this one for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, close game, just like most of the last couple have been with these two back and forth. Just like, again, the last couple have been. 3-point shooting not as prevalent as most of our games against Faulkner have been for both teams, but scrappy game like we thought it would be, fast-paced. Pensacola Lady Eagles not able to pull it out at the end.
There were some players, Hope Baker getting off to a fast offensive start, but not able to keep it going here in the third quarter as the Lady Eagles offense went stagnant at the end.
Yeah, you saw that with her and then Brewer as well, and that's when you're really going to want somebody else to step up if they're not able to keep it up. Whether that's Sandy, where she did have a little heat up a little bit at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then Jenna had a couple shots as well, but you're going to want to see those players along with Lauren step up there in those closing moments.
Nathaniel, a tough basketball game against a talented scholarship opponent, the Lady Eagles playing extremely well in this one, but little rest for the weary as they take on Trinity Baptist on Friday night, a conference game, really a must win as they look to secure a #1 seed at the South Region tournament.
Yeah, and having that #1 seed is going to be huge if we were to capture that. And I'm sure that the Lady Eagles are going to want to bounce back after a tough loss like this. They're going to be looking forward to preparing for Trinity and then playing very hard against them.
A difficult loss, but Nathaniel, some good takeaways from this game. Players have continued to step up. Lady Eagles playing extremely hard against this talented team. Lady Eagles come away victorious in this one, 72-66, the final here in Pensacola. Want to thank you for tuning into this edition of the Eagles Streaming Network. We'll see you back out here Friday night with 2 conference games with the men and the women at 5:30 and 7:30.
It's game time.